So there's a button that you can push in YouTube that closes everything. And then to try to find the way back to the place where you see the what I'm seeing now. I can see me and I can see the chat and I know that I'm streaming. I don't like this. YouTube. So, hi. Yeah. Can you hear me? Um, Scott says try plugging the thing into the thing and then rerouting auxiliary power through the secondary relay. Yeah, I tried crawling through the Jeffries tubes as well, but it didn't. It didn't do the work. There's that moment where you push the button and everything is wrong, and you think, oh no, what did I do? Well, oh good, you can hear me. Sweet. So, I need a drink. 3 weeks from now, somebody is going to come to this YouTube channel. It's going to see me being an idiot. They're going to like, yeah, nope, not going to watch that. It's like the Gong Show or something. Right. So, songs. This is the dubious hat. The world has too many hats, so I've heard it said. Of all shapes and sizes, there's a hat for every head. Happy hats for happy heads, sun hats for the sun. Hats for when you're working, hats for when you're done. And that one too many of hat, of mystery and dread, is the awful, terrible, devious hat, the one that wants your head. It lurks in darkened corners, it hides under your bed. It waits for you to look away, then it leaps upon your head. It grips with teeth of felt, it drags you out of doors, shows you off to everyone, you're helpless as it roars. I am the dubious hat, and this is now my head. I'll wear it now forevermore, I'll wear it until it's dead. The world has too many hats, so I've heard it said. Of all shapes and sizes, there's a hat for every head. Happy hats for sad heads, brave hats for frightened heads, confident hats for shy heads, and alas, all too often, the wrong hats for the wrong heads. And that one too many of hat, of mystery and dread, is the awful, terrible, dubious hat, the one that wants your head. It lurks in darkened corners, it hides under your bed. It waits for you to look away, then it leaps upon your head. It grips with teeth of felt, it drags you out of doors, shows you off to everyone, you're helpless as it roars. I am the dubious hat, and this is now my head. I'll wear it now forevermore, I'll wear it until it's dead. After all that I have seen and read, all that has been said, there is no hat in all the world like the one that's in your head. And if it fits, that's great for you, but if it don't, here's what you do. Find that dubious hat post haste and give that something new a taste. 'Cause that one too manyth hat, of which much has been left unsaid, that not so terrible dubious hat just might be the one that fits your head. So for the past month, I have been growing my fingernails so I can do more finger picky stuff. And I went to the nail salon and I had this very nice lady put this goop on my fingernails, and then it hardened into these serious claws that are great for doing all the strumming and stuff. And she did this really nice polish job on it, but doing all of this stuff that all scrapes off and it just looks terrible. So yeah. This is a song called I'm Not Afraid of the Dark. Nope, that's not how it starts. No, that's something entirely different. There we go. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of what bumps in the night. I'm not afraid of the dark. Shrieking and creaking don't fill me with fright. It's the things in the day that make me afraid. The men in the suits and the plans that they lay that scare me. Oh, they scare me. I like spooky old tales, legends and curses and mythical fears. I like spooky old tales from dusty old books left over the years. Haunted old houses, monsters and ghosts, creatures that wail, the undying host. Don't scare me, they don't scare me. When the sun goes down and the world relaxes, I step outside to regard the sky. The stars reveal their hallowed dances. It only stands to reason why. I like the howling of wolves when bright swollen moon looms in the sky. I like the singing of wolves when the full-throated cry is my lullaby. It's the noise of the day that makes me afraid. Traffic and heat and full bloody fray that scares me. Oh, it scares me. Are you ready? Ow! Oh, it's the things in the day that make me afraid. The terrible things that we do and we say that scare me. Oh, they scare me. I need to get better about not letting my eyes stray over to the chat window in the middle of a song, because every once in a while someone says something that just gets right into my brain and I have to almost laugh, but not. So I almost laughed, but I didn't. But I flubbed a word. Yes, I know, unprecedented, unheard of. That sort of thing never happens to Mr. Johnston. Never once, more than a few times a song. Jason! Hi, Jason. How you doing, buddy? This isn't a song that I'm dedicating to anyone in particular. This is called Fly Over Country. It's you too, Jason. Thudding beats, throbbing bass, darkened room, I saw your face, dancing close with smiling eyes, dancing close with smiling eyes. There's very little to discuss as the music swirls around us, dancing close, your smiling eyes, dancing close, your smiling eyes. Fly over country lies between you and me. The heart of your city in your voice comes to me. The heart of your city calling sweetly, calling sweetly. Far as near with you, my dear, our love will bridge and never fear. Can't you see it in my eyes? Can't you see it in my eyes? But distance wounds which cannot heal, and lonely beds I need you here. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've got to look into your eyes. Fly over country lies between you and me. The heart of your city in your voice calls My absence grew as did concern that you'd be gone when I returned. A memory of smiling eyes, a memory of smiling eyes. And though I'm gone, don't acquiesce. Our time's not done, please reminisce. In memory of smiling eyes, in memory of smiling eyes. Fly over country lies between you and me. Your voice calls to me, the heart of your city, calling sweetly, calling sweetly. Oh no, Scott Gardner lost his signal for a moment, but it came back, yes? Yes, did it? Oh! This is a song. I wrote these words, I don't know, going on 20, 25 years ago. And I wasn't anywhere near the musician or songwriter that I was. Or I should say, I did a draft of these words like in 1997 or so. And I was a young music dork. Now I'm an old music dork, but I was a young music dork, and I didn't have what it took to turn this into an actual song. So this is my song. Oh, I'm a yo-yo, darling. I fly to your every command. Oh, yo-yo, darling. I fly to your every command. Toss me out, I spin around and fly right back to your hand. Oh, I'm a yo-yo, darling. You spin me all around your world. Oh, I'm a yo-yo, darling. You spin me all around your world. And when I get back to you, I'm twisted and my mind is a whirl. And you build your Eiffel Tower, you send me out walking your dog. Oh yeah, you build your Eiffel Tower, you send me out walking the dog. And with a flicky old wrist, you got me bouncing like a nervous frog. You pick me up, you throw me down, spin me around, and I fly back to you, back to you. Oh yeah, you pick me up, throw me down, spin me around. Oh, don't throw me out, darling, let me stay right here in your hand. Oh, don't throw me out, darling, let me stay right here in your hand. 'Cause if you keep me by your side, you make me a happy man. I'm yo-yo, darling, I fly to your every command. Oh, I'm a yo-yo, darling, you spin me to your every command. You toss me out, spin around and back to your hand. Oh yeah, you toss me out, I spin around and fly right back to your hand. All right. Oh, today's cover song. So I have been digging through all of the boxes of CDs that I have in my basement paradise here in Rhode Island. And every so often, as I'm digging through my CDs, I find one that I haven't listened to in a dog's age. That's a strange turn of phrase in a dog's age. I don't even know what that means, but apparently it's supposed to mean not in a very long time. But I mean, what does that even mean, really? But back to this thing at hand. There's a CD that I got. It was a greatest hits collection by the band The Call. Remember them? If you were alive in the 80s and early 90s, you probably knew them. They did that one song that was in the Lost Boys movie with the dude with the oiled muscles and the saxophone. Don't worry, I'm not going to oil up my muscles and try playing no saxophone. But they did another song called "Let the Day Begin," and I've always liked it. And it strikes me as kind of a song of hope and a song of, hey, good things for everybody. Let's hope that this happens. And that's sort of kind of how I'm feeling these days. So this is "Let the Day Begin." Here's to the babies in a brand new world. Here's to the beauty in the stars. Here's to the travelers on the open road. Here's to the dreamers in the bars. Here's to the teachers in their crowded rooms. Here's to the workers in the fields. Here's to the preachers and their sacred words. Here's to the drivers at the wheel. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Now let the day begin. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin, the day begin. Here's to the winners of the human race. Here's to the losers at their game. Here's to the soldiers of the bitter war. Here's to the wall that bears their names. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin, the day begin, the day start. Here's to the doctors and their healing work. Here's to the loved ones in their care. Here's to the strangers on the streets tonight. Here's to the lonely everywhere. Here's to the wisdom from the mouths of babes. Here's to the lions in the cage. Here's to the struggles in our silent war. Here's to the closing of an age. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin. Here's to you, my little loves, with blessings from above. Let the day begin. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin. Here's to you, my little love, with blessings from above. Let the day begin, the day begin, the day start. Yeah, that popped up on my media player as I put the CD in. I was like, oh, yes, I need to play that. Of course, they do all kinds of really bitchin' slide guitar and cool orchestrations and stuff. And maybe on one of those fine days when I am able to team up with my band. Remember my band? Dogwood, Mike Mermelstein, Elizabeth Lane, either Jim or Tom or Davis on drums, sometimes Brett on bass. Maybe we can do some of these songs because that would be awesome. And I gotta tell you, I miss my bandmates. I got to see Dogwood and Mike a couple weeks ago when I went into Seattle to visit my mom, and that was lovely. This is a song about my cat, Sam. Dear Sam, determined and relentless, young Sam, demented little menace. Oh, Sam, you never know when to quit. That Sam's always been a little bit crazy. Dear Dad, why you gotta be like that? Oh, Dad, don't you know that I'm just a cat? Just watch as I jump on the countertop. Yeah, Dad, you know that I'll never stop. Crazy. Dear Sam, your tail's in everything. Young Sam, you bounce around like a spring. Oh, Sam, do your feet ever touch the ground? That Sam is so much fun to be around. Crazy. You see me on the kitchen door, 7 feet above the floor. Don't ask me how I got so high. Did you know that I could fly? Dear Sam, determined and relentless. Young Sam, demented little menace. Oh, Sam, you never know when to quit. That Sam has always been a little bit crazy. Dear Dad, you better quit your bitching. Yeah, Dad, you know my tail's twitching. Just watch, I'm gonna get in trouble. Yeah, Dad, and then I'll wanna snuggle. And then I'll wanna snuggle. And then I'll wanna snuggle on down. Sam was a fantastic cat. Best of all possible cats. And speaking of cats, I have another song about the vicissitudes of having cats. That's right, I said vicissitudes in cold blood. Twitchy tail snuggles are the best snuggles. Yes, Brandfeather, that is the absolute truth. This is not a song about twitchy tail snuggles, though. The air was cold and the weather fierce as I made up my bed. My pillow was set and oh so soft for me to rest my head. I'd gathered quilts and blankets warm to wrap myself so tight. With a satisfied sigh I closed my eyes and settled in for the night. Then Princess Gracie Elephant Foot came stomping in the room. She carried a deadly cargo, one that held my doom. With a mighty hack and a terrible cough, she spat forth a frothy goo. She shook her head and went for bed and left it in my shoe. Oh. Hork, 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 hork in the middle of the night. Hork, 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 somewhere out of sight. Beware, beware, beware as you step across your room, or you just might find the terrible puddle of doom. In dreams I lay unaware of the trap that she had set for me. These dreams I wish I'd never left, so happy and so free. Morning came as it always does, alas, to me and you. Curtains thin and the window bright as the sun came shining through. So out of bed I hopped to make my morning cup of tea. That drink so warm and toasty was just the thing for me. And as my foot approached my shoe, what did my eye espy? That puddle of goo inside said shoe. Why, Gracie, why you do this to me? Why you do this to me, Gracie? Ew! Hork, 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 hork in the middle of the night. Hork, 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 somewhere out of sight. Beware, beware, beware as you step across your room, or you just might find the terrible puddle of doom. So spared I was that wretched fate, one most gross and terrible. I stepped instead to my footbrush shelf for something much more wearable. And as I went, my thoughts did stay with that horrible puddle of goo. Alas, my distracted eye had missed that second puddle of goo. Oh my God, it was terrible. sliming up between my toes in the worst possible way. Pork, 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 pork in the middle of the night. Pork, 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 somewhere out of sight. Beware, beware, beware as you step across your room, or you just might find the terrible puddle of doom. 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 One of these days, I'm going to do that cool trick where you just let the notes sing out forever and ever and ever and ever. It's like that one Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's done up as Leopold the conductor, and there's that poor tenor going, no! And Bugs has got his hand up here to make it hold that note and hold that note. The guy's turning all red and sweating, and it's just getting terrible. I think I'm getting a little beyond myself at this point. What did Brandfeather say that was wisdom? Cats and spiders, the reason I have a shoe rack. Yeah, we have got a brave spider hunter in the house. He's a good lad. He eats spiders. He eats flies when he can catch them too. Cats, man. Why even cats? All right, my friends, it is time for the last song of the evening. You know what is expected of you in regards to releasing krakens and dooting on your kazoo. Here we go. Okay, I've just got to stop for a second. I just saw Brandfeather saying, my cat was the dumb spider hunter. He would put his nose on it to pin it down, and then nothing. That sounds like something my Simon would do. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to eat a spider. Maybe I'll just poke it. I bet my kraken wouldn't poke spiders. It would know what to do. It would devour them. Oh, those dreary days in my world down below, the sea where I sit to watch the world's show. Mortals full of hubris, to their gods respect is lacking, and there's nothing left to say but release the kraken! Because you've shown me deep inside, fleshy, squirmy, slimy hide, heart of gold designs. You're my fearsome fanged snugglefish, toothy, scaly snugglefish. Mortals fear you, snugglefish, as you gobble by you, snugglefish. Zeus says you're nonsensical, because of all your tentacles residing in my ventricles are nothing but spectacles for you, for you, for you, my little snugglefish, my little cuddlefish. For the Lord of the sea is such a lonely lot that sometimes it feels like you're all I've got. And it pains me ever so when mortal respect is lacking, and there's nothing left to say but release the kraken! Because you've shown me deep inside, fleshy, squirmy, slimy hide, heart of gold beside. You're my fearsome fanged snugglefish, toothy, scaly snugglefish. Mortals fear you, snugglefish, as you're doubled by you, snugglefish. Zeus says you're nonsensical, because of all your tentacles residing in my ventricles are nothing but spectacles for you, for you, for you, my little snugglefish, my little cuddlefish. All right, got kazoos? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your man's most dreaded enemy, you're my best friend, not my frenemy. Dog and toad will always be envious of you and me. So if you're feeling down and out like all the world's attacked. Never worry, I will shout. Release the Kraken, as you show me deep inside. Fleshy, squirmy, slimy hide on the golden sides. You're my fearsome, fanged snugglefish, toothy, scaly snugglefish. Mortals fear you, snugglefish, as snuggled by you, snugglefish. Who says you're nonsensical because of all your tentacles? Residing in my ventricles are nothing but spectacles for you, for you, for you. My little snugglefish, my little cuddlefish, my little snugglefish. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me here in my basement paradise in the blasted wastelands of Rhode Island. You are such a lovely audience. And I do hope one day, very soon, to be able to play my songs for you in person. But until then, stay safe, drive safely, and make sure you feed the cats and the dogs and the birds and the ferrets and the mice and whatever other critters you have. Because feeding the things that you love is very important. Good night.